evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video, where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned previously when doing Paparazzi, I kind of wanted to work from that point and then work our way to the modern day. So we're sort of like, we're not quite starting at the very beginning of Lady Gaga's music career, but, was Alejiandro a part of the Fame? It might have actually been part of the Fame monster, and I might need some help in the comments. Was the Fame monster just like the next album from the Fame, or was that just like a special edition of the Fame? Because I think this is on the Fame monster, because I think this is around about 2010, stuff like that. God, and curiously enough, I thought this came out like 2011, strangely enough. I'm not really too sure why, but... and another thing I'm not really too sure about is that this is nearly 9 minutes. I mean, some people credit that the actual song is only about 4 minutes. And this is when I think the Lady Gaga herself was really starting to like get into the whole, let's just straight up make movies. You know what I mean? Now, with that being said, I genuinely do not know how you could make something like... I mean, well, technically they did it with Paparazzi, but so maybe they'll do it with Alejiandro. So, who knows? Let's give it a whirl, shall we? So, if you guys want to check out the original video for yourselves, links will all be in the description down below. Let's begin. Alejiandro in 3, 2, 1, and... Alright. Gaga. And... okay, I'm gonna have to censor that. Unless, of course, that's meant to be a man. Are those SS officers? Oh wait, no, they're all dead. What on earth is... I feel like I'm watching Starlight Express. Oh boy. There's Maleficent, I guess. I do like the soft violin tones in the background drop. It does make it feel a bit more cinematic, you know what I mean? I quite like it. What is that? Is that someone's heart?
I know that we are young, and I know that you may love me. But I just can't be with you like this anymore. Alejiandro.
So literally in 2 minutes the song actually gets started, and I genuinely do not know like what have I just watched. I almost didn't make sense of anything that happened at the beginning. Well, I did in a way, I guess. It was like a bunch... And okay, you know what? I will give Gaga some credit right now, is that when it comes to like the choreography, and I know that's such a big part of music videos since all the way back to Bohemian Rhapsody, is that choreography, or at least the mise en scène, is such a huge factor, because you want to showcase your talent. You want to showcase the best parts, and the music is just it's again one of those things where I'm kind of concerned always that the music is just in the background, and really Gaga just wanted to make movies. I'm not good. It's not a problem or anything like that. I remember one year Gaga came out on the X Factor and she literally played Bad Romance whilst making this using a piano that was also a bathtub. I don't think it's my right, place to start judging the sensibility of Gaga's choreography or the people who do the choreography or the design work, stuff like that. I don't think it's on me to start telling them what to do. You know what I mean? Oh dear. Alejiandro. What on earth? Okay, so before we do, I guess we see Lady Gaga trying to do her reenactment of The Handmaid's Tale. I suppose really, from what I remember, I thought this music video was meant to be about like some love triangle that Gaga had between like someone called Alejiandro, somebody called Roberto, and Fernando. Although, to be honest, I think Fernando is maybe just like a nod and a wink to the famous ABBA song. And I don't even like ABBA, but I do know there is a song called Fernando. But yeah, then... And also, this is also something I know Gaga, I think, did a lot during this time, and she did this with Beyonce as well. Not in that way. Where there was a lot of... a lot of innuendo and a lot of very sort of explicit sort of stuff that she did in a lot of the videos, and the media in Britain got a wind of a lot of it, and they encouraged pop stars to stop pimping out children and stuff like that. Looking back on it, I'm just sort of left scratching my head about why. I mean, I know creative, license and all that, and I highly agree for creative license and stuff like that. If it actually means anything, if there's a purpose, if it connects into anything, it's literally just it. Otherwise, you may as well just have a giant wall of text, from Greenpeace about saving the environment. It doesn't really work like that. I think I've made myself partially understandable. Partially understandable. Okay, let's go.
But a boyfriend like a dad, just like a dad. And all those flames that burned for him. Now he's gonna firefight, God cool the bad. You know that I love you, boy. Hot like Mexico, rejoice at this point.
Well, all I can say, Gaga, is if you're willing to love somebody with that haircut, go right ahead. You do you, Gaga. I'm not here again. I'm not here to judge on the sensibility of people's hair. But still.
I've gotta choose nothing to lose. Don't call my name, don't call my name.
Hang on, isn't that the same dance that they did in Paparazzi? No, I don't think so. Okay, okay. Yeah, this is absolutely Handmaid's Tale.
Don't call my name, don't call my name. Bye, Ferdinand. I'm not your babe, I'm not your babe. I don't wanna kiss, don't wanna touch. Fernando, don't call my name, don't call my name. Alejandro, I'm not your babe, I'm not your babe. Fernando, don't wanna kiss, don't wanna touch.
Just not my cigarette. Don't call my name, don't call my name. Roberto. Alejandro, Alejandro. Okay, okay now. Again, you know what? I suppose the only thing I can say is that at least, well, Katy Perry technically did this first in California Girls. Do people even still play I feel like California Girls is like one of those songs that was always like always gonna go. I was gonna go to the grave, and they would still be playing that song. But now it's just occurred to me that no, I don't think they play that song anymore. God damn. I never thought about that. Oh god, what's gonna happen now? Hang on, are the strings like at her eyes? What the fuck was that? Right, Okay. Well, okay, I think that's just about enough for tonight. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. That was Alejandro by Lady Gaga, and it actually rolled off the tongue better than I thought it would, eh? So, okay. The only other problems I kind of like wanted to bring up is the fact that, again, aside from the fact they wanted to really make this into a movie, they also had to stretch out the song quite a lot with basically repeating the chorus over and over again, which, yeah, for a radio, if they played it like this on the radio, no, it's like 4 minutes long at most. I really getting it to nearly 9 minutes is really a stretch in my opinion. Also, yeah, the more I think about it, maybe this really was the whole intention. Maybe this really was meant to be like a strange remake of The Handmaid's Tale before it actually came to television. So the only other thing I kind of like wanted to talk about, let's see, the choreography is once again really strong because they really with a lot of strike imagery of like Gaga in like leather and then dressed as a nun and then the weird machine gun titties. I think that's the way it was meant to be, and then the officers dancing around and all that, and whatever the hell the ending was supposed to be about. And then the way it just like burns away. And I do, however, think like they did like a film burning technique, just some simple effect that they did. It was strangely quite a creepy but a very cool idea, and I think that's part of why I'm also glad that I think Lady Gaga really stands out as one of those people who takes full advantage of everything you can do in a music video, from basically putting a song to video to using its own hidden ideas and mythology and stuff like that in order to tell a story. From the choreography, again, is something that I really have to emphasize is just so striking because it makes everything more like interactive and colorful, and even in something like Alejandro, where it's a lot of stark grays, blacks and whites and reds and stuff like, even when the color palette is rather minute, they made a lot of work. They made the guys who are performing in this, they really stood out, and it was all part of it. And that's what I was trying to say earlier, is that it felt curiously like a part of the whole thing. There wasn't really even the opening, which I did criticize, felt like really, it did feel like a little pandered out, and maybe without the benefit of knowing exactly what they were trying to parody, it seemed a bit, strange is the word I want to use. Not bad, strange. And to be fair, there are a lot of things that are strange, and I'm not going to start criticizing Gaga for being strange, then I wouldn't be bothering to do this at all. I think a lot of her stuff is, to be honest, quite strange, but when you get past the initial quirkiness of her appeal and her attire and stuff like that, there is a lot to be said about it. And to be honest, if I get round to doing everything from the 2010s from Lady Gaga, I might possibly go back and maybe do a lot of stuff by Madonna, because I'm sure a lot of people were saying the exact same things about Madonna back in the day as well. And I think that's just about all she wrote, and I'm really glad after all this time. 12 years, it's a 12-year-old song as well, and it still feels like the sort of thing you could just release tomorrow and people would be like, oh, what's this? And you'd be relatively surprised and all that. How many views did this get, by the way? Nearly 500 million. And Just Dance only clocks in at just under 400,000. No, 400 million. You know, how ironic would it be if literally we got to the end of this entire like saga of doing Lady Gaga and we ended where it all really began, with Poker Face and Just Dance. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? So anyway, I hope all of you guys have enjoyed this reaction video to Alejandro by Lady Gaga. Please leave all your thoughts and comments in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys thought of Alejandro for yourselves. And I cannot wait to see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.